Oh, hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna have a quick one. Let's say you did your oxygen, you have 100 hours of integration, everything is great, and then you saw this. What the hell is this? It's a halo. And it's on this star. It's very near the M27, and cloning can be dangerous, especially if the stars are on the top of the nebula or something else. As you can see, this part of the nebula is going all across this part, and cloning will be dangerous because you will destroy the signal. So what can we do? We can extract the stars, and now we can use a new tool called dodge and burn. This is my new module. You can download it from my website. Just copy the repository. Everything is available there, and it's a free module. You can download it for free and use it at your will. So I will tell you what the module does, and I will fix this issue without any cloning or creating any signal here on the halo. So let's start. How is this tool working? You have brushes here on the top. First is for dodge and burn. The second brush is for increasing and decreasing the saturation, and the third is for painting white or black. It's for painting a mask. You can paint a mask on the image and extract the mask via mask part. Additionally, you have tone, luminance to preserve the color, and RGB channels, and you can even protect shadows and highlights when doing some dodging and burning, and you can respect the active mask. So you can apply a mask and it will respect the mask, and it will not paint over the mask. There are some keyboard shortcuts. Let's say you have one thing to mention, it's a dynamic tool, so when you click on the image it will be tied to an image, and if you want to unlock it you will have to press X to close the tool. That's how it works. We have letter X, and it changes from dodge to burn, so you can manipulate the brightness and then the darkness. Manipulate the lightness and darkness. So you can brighten the area, and if you brighten it too much you can press X to go to the burn and lower the brightness. It's easier this way, you don't have to click here. Also you can do this, you can press Control and just hold Control and it will go to the burn paint. Command is on Apple, of course. You can press B. B will show you before after. Let's say I want to darken this part like so, and then I press B and we will have the original and depending strokes that are here. No matter how much strokes you have, before after will always show the original and the painted version. You can clear all that, and Control Z or Command Z on Apple Macintosh is undo strokes. So when you go and create lots of them, just Control Z and you will get rid of them step by step. One thing to mention is that you can press and hold Shift. Before pressing you have to press the brush somewhere like so, and then press Shift and hold, and when you press somewhere else it will create a straight line. It's very similar like we do it in the Photoshop when we are painting something. Undo stroke, and undo stroke. When you're doing masking, you can just mask some part of the image, let's say this. You can now paint the mask. You have softness. You can see on this window how soft it is. It's very similar to the clone stamp tool. And radius is the size of the brush. And for this masking we don't have strength, we just mask. Let's say I want this mask and just create the mask, and it will create the mask. You can apply it then onto your image and do stuff with it. Okay, so we want to get rid of this halo effect. We will use dodge and burn. What does the dodge and burn do? It lightens and it darkens the pixels. It's just doing that. It's not changing anything, it's just based on the luminance of the pixel itself. So we can use that to our advantage and lower the brightness of this halo, because we know it's a halo and not a part of the nebula, and we can tone down the brightness of these pixels to have a similar value like the background surrounding it, right? We just have to have some more visibility. I will stretch this already stretched image to see more of this pixel values, and it will be easier for me to dodge and burn. One thing I forgot to mention is you can use comma and period on the keyboard to increase and decrease the size of your brush, so you don't want to change it via slider. It's easier when you're painting. So X for the changes of the dodge and burn, and comma and period for increasing and decreasing the size of the brush, so you can help yourself with another hand when painting over some position on the image. Now let's finally start this thing. Okay, so we have lighter pixels of the halo and we want to lower down the pixels, so we will use the burn tool, and the strength is too strong. I can use this strength, but I will use smaller strength just for the purpose of this tutorial. Softness will leave as it is, and I will now try to paint across this brighten values of the halo. Just with a mouse, just stroke it. Like so. And you will already see that the pixel values are diminishing and it's toning down. When you have one star that's bugging you, this is a beautiful process to do because it takes no time. It takes a little bit of time. It depends how perfect you want to get. As you can see, we now have some black lines here, and now I can press X to go to dodge. I don't have to use the tool, just the keyboard shortcuts, and brighten this to dark part. Let me go over to the burn again. We want to equalize as much as we can the background with this halo edge. So now let's say I'm happy with this. Let me just zoom out and go before, after. Before, after. We still have this middle part where the star is, but that's not bothering me because there will be a star here, so it's not an issue. But we already have toned down this whole halo, and we can fix some edges. When we zoom out, we see some edges artifacts, and we can minimize that with some more dodge and burning. And let's see what happens. And we are done. Before, after. Of course, this is already stretched, and this is the real before, after. Before, after. Before, after. I know this isn't for everyone, but if you lost time on this integration, imaging an object for 100 hours and have this one tiny problem, it's very reasonable to get this kind of fix just on one star to make this oxygen perfect, because it's only one halo. You don't have 50 halos on the image, so you can do this and make your oxygen perfect. And now when you're done, you see I'm having bending strokes 165, so I stroke the paintbrush 165 times and just press now this button to execute this, and we are done. We have to close now the tool because it's a dynamic tool, and now we can bring back the stars. Now when I bring back the stars, we can see the before and after. I stretched the already stretched image so the halo effect is more visible, and this is before and this is after, and you can see clearly the difference. We didn't affect any nebulas around it, and the halo is gone, my friends. It's gone. And you can look now on this image how much oxygen is around this nebula and across this part, and that's why cloning would be dangerous here, because you will be cloning some parts of, like this part that doesn't have any oxygen and maybe this part that has some oxygen, and you will mix up the signals and you will get a new new signal. And this is the way you can do it, just by darkening the halo. And that's how it's done. Okay, we are done for today. The link for the dodge and burn tool will be in the description. Just copy the repository. You will get two now modules from this repository. The luminosity masks are tied to the same repository, so you will have luminosity masks and dodge and burn. So these two tools are now in one repository, just for you to know. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this stuff, join my Patreon page, or like and subscribe, comment, whatever you like, and see you in another tutorial. Bye bye.